what the three shepherd children received from the Blessed Virgin Mary starting in 1917, those incredible messages of returning to the faith and a call to conversion for all people.
For those who may not know, the Third Secret of Fatima is a prophecy that dates back to 1917, when three children in Portugal claimed to have seen apparitions of the Virgin Mary. These apparitions revealed several secrets about the future, some of which are still debated today. What's interesting is that many people believe the events described in the Third Secret are actually happening now. We're talking about things like moral crises, natural disasters, and divisions within the Catholic Church. All of these issues seem eerily connected to what was foretold over 100 years ago. So in this video, we're going to explore how current events, especially in the US, line up with the Fatima prophecy. So stay tuned till the end. The story of the Fatima prophecy begins in 1917, when three young shepherd children, Lucia, Jacinta, and Francisco, claimed that the Virgin Mary appeared to them in a series of visions. During these apparitions, Mary shared three important messages or secrets with the children. The first two were revealed fairly quickly, but the third secret was kept hidden for many years, causing a lot of speculation. Fast forward to today, and many people are connecting the dots between that secret and what's happening in the world, particularly in the US. We're seeing a lot of societal changes, and some say that these are exactly what the prophecy warned about, a moral and spiritual crisis. One of the most heated debates within the Catholic Church right now is the role of women. As society pushes for more equality, there's been increasing pressure on the Church to reconsider its stance on things like ordaining women as priests. This issue has caused some pretty serious divisions within the Church, with traditionalists holding firm to the old ways and progressives calling for change. In addition, many believe that the Catholic Church's struggle to adapt to modern issues, like same-sex marriage, is also part of the prophecy's warning about internal strife. The prophecy said that there would be a great division within the Church, and it seems like that's happening today. The Third Secret of Fatima was a mystery for decades. People wondered what kind of message could be so important that the Vatican kept it locked away. It wasn't until the year 2000 that the secret was finally revealed to the world. And even then, not everyone was satisfied with the explanation. The Vatican said that the third secret was a vision of a bishop in white who was shot and fell to the ground. They linked this to the assassination attempt on Pope John Paul II in 1981. The Pope himself believed that the Virgin Mary had saved his life during the attack, and he even credited her with deflecting the bullet. This event seemed to match the vision of the bishop being shot, so many thought that was the end of the mystery. But not everyone agreed. Some people believe that the Vatican didn't reveal the whole secret, and there are still parts of the prophecy that remain hidden. According to them, the vision of the bishop in white could represent much more, possibly predicting future events or even another spiritual crisis within the Church. Others think the prophecy is still unfolding today. They point to natural disasters, wars, and increasing moral corruption as signs that the Fatima warnings were about more than just one event. They're about the state of the world as a whole. Whether or not you believe in these interpretations, it's clear that the third secret has captivated the attention of people worldwide. So how does all of this connect to what's happening in the United States today? Well, if you look at some of the major issues the country is facing, they seem to mirror the warnings given in the Third Secret of Fatima. Let's start with moral decline. Many people believe that America is going through a moral and spiritual crisis right now. Whether it's debates over abortion, same-sex marriage, or gender roles, there's a lot of division and confusion over what's right and wrong. Some argue that this is exactly what the Fatima prophecy warned about, a society turning away from traditional values and facing the consequences of that shift. Then there are the natural disasters. Over the past few years, we've seen an increase in hurricanes, wildfires, and other extreme weather events. Some see these as signs that humanity is being warned to change its ways, just like the prophecy suggested. In fact, Sister Lucia, one of the children who witnessed the Fatima apparitions, said that wars and natural disasters would come if people didn't return to a life of faith and prayer. And finally, the Catholic Church itself is facing major challenges in the US. The ongoing debate over issues like same-sex marriage and women's roles in the church is creating deep divisions among believers. Some feel that the church is losing its way, while others are fighting to maintain tradition. These divisions seem to align with the prophecy's warning of internal strife. Interestingly, Fatima isn't the only place where prophecies have been given about the future of humanity. There are two other significant Marian apparitions, Akita and Amsterdam, that seem to share similar messages with Fatima. The visions at Akita, which took place in Japan in the 1970s, warned of widespread destruction and chaos if people didn't return to God. Like Fatima, the messages were focused on prayer and repentance as the only way to avoid disaster. At Amsterdam, the messages were also apocalyptic in nature, emphasizing the need for humanity to change its ways or face terrible consequences. What's fascinating is that these three apparitions, Fatima, Akita, and Amsterdam, occurred about 28 years apart, leading some to believe there's a spiritual timeline at work. Every few decades, these warnings are given as a reminder that we need to get back on track before it's too late. These connections raise an important question. Are we ignoring these warnings? Whether you see these apparitions as divine messages or simply coincidences, the themes are clear. Humanity needs to return to faith, prayer, and moral living to avoid disaster. Some people also believe that parts of the Fatima prophecy haven't been fully revealed yet, adding more mystery to the mix. They argue that the Vatican might be holding back key details about what's still to come, which has only fueled speculation and debate. Pope John Paul II, who was directly involved in the Third Secret of Fatima, had his own take on how to handle these kinds of prophecies. After surviving the assassination attempt that many believe was foretold in the Third Secret, he became very cautious about how these messages should be shared with the public. He was concerned that revealing too much could cause fear and panic among believers, which is why some think the Vatican held back parts of the secret. John Paul II emphasized that instead of focusing on fear, people should concentrate on prayer, especially the Rosary, as a way to navigate the tough times ahead. His message was simple. If we stay connected to our faith, we don't need to worry about the future, no matter how uncertain things may seem. The main takeaway from the Fatima prophecy is that the future isn't set in stone. While the warnings are serious, they don't guarantee a grim outcome. Instead, they serve as a wake-up call, a reminder that we have the power to change things through faith, prayer, and good actions. The Virgin Mary's messages were clear. We need to return to a life of moral responsibility and spiritual devotion if we want to avoid greater suffering in the future. For Catholics and others who believe in the prophecy, the Rosary is a powerful tool. Pope John Paul II himself stressed the importance of praying the Rosary as a way to protect ourselves and our loved ones from spiritual and physical dangers. It's about staying connected to our faith and trusting that no matter what happens, we can find peace through prayer. Even for those who may not fully believe in the prophecy, the message still resonates. In times of division, chaos, and uncertainty, turning to values like love, kindness, and charity can make a huge difference in how we face life's challenges. So, whether or not the Third Secret of Fatima is unfolding in the US or elsewhere in the world, it's clear that the messages from over a century ago still hold relevance today. It's a call to reflect on our own lives, our faith, and how we can contribute to making the world a better place, starting with ourselves. If you found this video interesting or thought-provoking, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think about the connections between the Third Secret of Fatima and today's events. Do you believe the prophecy is unfolding right now? How do you see these moral and spiritual crises affecting the world today?